welcome back, and if you're new, welcome, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button so that we don't miss a thing. So today I am super excited to share with you a super yummy summery dessert recipe. If you are a creamsicle lover, fruit lover, cheesecake, then this recipe is for you, and it's super easy. It's a no-bake recipe, so you don't have to worry about the oven and the temperature and all that stuff. Just whip all the ingredients together and just put it in the refrigerator to chill. It is a no-bake creamsicle cheesecake and it is amazing. So it will definitely be a hit at all of your family gatherings this summer. So I highly suggest that you follow along, and here we go. Okay, you guys, so you'll see here everything we need for this recipe. I've got some powdered sugar, vanilla wafers, cream cheese, orange jello, butter, vanilla extract, regular sugar, and orange and heavy whipping cream. And then I've got my handy dandy 9-inch spring form pan. So we are going to start with our whole box of vanilla wafers and our food processor here. You want to make sure that you pour the whole bag of vanilla wafers into the food processor. We are going to blend these up nice and smoothly because this is going to be our crust. You want to make sure that there's no big chunks in there, no big pieces of cookie left over. You just want to make sure it's ground up nice and smoothly. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this and pour it into a bowl here. I'm going to add my next ingredients. Okay, so we've got 3/4 cup of sugar and we've got our ground up vanilla wafers here. I'm going to go ahead and pour the sugar into the ground up wafers, and then I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and we're going to mix this all together really well. I just kind of whisked it together with a fork to make sure that it was blended through smoothly and that once again we don't have any like thick clumps in there. So we're going to take our crust mixture and go ahead and place it into a lightly greased springform pan. And a springform pan is definitely the pan you're going to want to use when making a cheesecake. I promise you it'll make your life so much easier. So I'm scraping the leftovers out of the bowl into the pan, and we're going to go ahead and press it throughout the bottom of the pan as evenly as you can, and then press the edges slightly at an angle. And there you have it. We've got our crust. The only thing left is it has to chill in the freezer for at least 30 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and set it in there to chill while we make the other goodies. So I'm going to go ahead and place it in the freezer, or try to place it in the freezer. If your freezer is like mine, it's probably slam packed full of stuff, so bear with me just a second. Yep, I'm going to have to move some stuff around. Hold on just a second. Okay, good. Found a spot. Alright, so that's chilling. And we'll let that chill while we make the other goodies. Alright, so next we're taking our cream cheese. The recipe calls for 16 ounces, so we're going to take 2 of these blocks of cream cheese softened, and we are going to take those and add our leftover sugar, which is 3/4 cup of sugar. Add that to the cream cheese, and we are going to blend those two together. It is a little awkward at first because the cream cheese is a little bit thicker, but if you just give it a minute, it'll start to warm up and soften, and it'll be easier to blend. So I've got 1 cup of water that's come to a boil, and we are going to go ahead and mix this together with our jello. We've got a fresh bowl with 1 box of orange jello, and we're going to go ahead and mix the hot water and the jello together. And just a little tip for you, make sure that after you mix this together that you put it in the refrigerator to chill and cool down completely, because later on we have to mix it together with like a whipped cream mixture, and if you do it while it's still hot, it's going to turn out really weird. So just take my advice and make sure that this cools down first. Next we have our orange, and I also have my little grater. We are going to go ahead and zest this whole entire orange. You want to make sure that you rotate it and do your best to zest all the sides the best that you can. And then after you're done, we're just going to set this aside, and we're going to use this a little bit later on. So we have a fresh bowl here, and we also have our heavy whipping cream. We're going to actually mix this together with some powdered sugar and vanilla extract. So go ahead and empty that into your bowl, and then we're going to add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then after you put that together, we're going to go ahead and blend it with our mixer. And you want to make sure you blend it until it's more of a stiff consistency. And then after you're done, we'll just set that aside. So at this point, we've got 4 bowls full of different things. We've got our Jell-O, we've got our zest, we've got our whipped cream mixture, and we've got our cream cheese mixture. So we're going to go ahead and take our liquid Jell-O and our whipped cream mixture, and you're going to take a spatula and separate half of the whipped cream into the Jell-O, and then we're going to go ahead and add all of the zest to this mixture. And once you dump all of that in there, I'm going to show you what that looks like. So we've got our liquid Jell-O, our whipped cream mixture, and our orange zest here. And it is a little strange looking at first, but once you start mixing it together, it blends well, and you'll see it's definitely going to turn into more of a creamy consistency. It's got all the orange creamsicle flavors in it. So we've got our cream cheese now and the whipped cream mix. You're going to go ahead and take whatever's left over of the whipped cream mixture and just go ahead and pour that into your cream cheese. So we're going to mix these two together and just stir, stir, stir. And then after we're done, we're going to set that aside. And at this point, we'll be down to 2 mixtures. So we're going to go ahead and pull our crust out of the freezer, and we are down to the 2 mixes now. We've got the orange creamsicle mix, and we've got our cream cheese whipped mix. And we're going to go ahead and divvy those out and layer them onto the crust. You're going to start with the cream cheese mixture and just take about half of that and just go ahead and spread it as thoroughly as you can. Get the edges as close to the edge of the pan and just spread that out as smoothly as possible. So after you do that, then we're going to go ahead and grab our orange creamsicle mix and just take about half of that and pour it on top of the cream cheese and spread that out, the best that you can. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and grab that cream cheese mix and just layer that on top. So we're just doing cream cheese, orange sickle mix, and then cream cheese, and just keep spreading and layering those until you're completely out of all of the cheesecake goodies. And then after you're done, just smooth it out the best that you can, and we have our yummy cheesecake that's ready to chill and set in the refrigerator. And lastly, I just grabbed some plastic wrap just to cover the top while it sits in the fridge to chill. And you want to let it chill at least 6 hours. Overnight would be the best. And here we have it. We have this beautiful orange creamsicle cheesecake. I'm telling you, it is going to be such a hit with all of your family and friends. Everyone's going to love it, and it's so different and unique. It's just going to take everyone by surprise. And I'm so excited that I can share this recipe with you guys. Don't forget that the link to the recipe is in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button to see what we do next. See you in the next video.